Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Clair, Obscur, Expedition 33. I'm your host, Colors Fade. It's episode 31. We're inside the monolith, and we're at the train station with the boys, so we're ready to move to the final part of this. Where do you want to go? Where can you take us? Your next destination is Lumiere, my hometown. So we're going to go to the monolith's version of Lumiere. And there we are. Now these guys provide a lot of shields, so I'm thinking we might have to try out the barrier breaker here. We'll see what it's like. Monoko doing his typical thing, dying a lot. Gonna upgrade some attributes if we can. That's it. And what about skills? He's got 0. She has 12. Oh, let's see. What does she have? Last chance. I don't care about that. She's got sword ballet. We're not really using it. Extreme single target damage, though. We may want to use that. This is a hell of a thing. Pyrolese. Extreme single target fire damage. We have to get over there to use that. What's my setup? Payback, very high single target physical damage, can break, but we have Fleuret Fury for breaking. So we may want to use Sword Ballet. We may want to try that. Alrighty. Let's give this... Oh, well, we should rest because... Oh, we have 5 of 5 Chroma Elixirs. We're good. Monoko's just going to keep dying, so it doesn't really matter. Come here, you turkeys. So we have a fair chunk of fighting to do before we can get to where we need to be. Okay, I might want my other weapon back. If these guys aren't going to do shields. You're on fire. I'm on fire.
Let's dance.
Yeah, I can just get my other shield, my other sword back. Good night. Oh, that's right. We have the damage cap, so. We do have the damage cap to consider. Well, let's see here. Sword Ballet. Critical hits deal double damage. Yeah, if they're not going to do that. Perilous Parry is now available. The Gold Chevalier's Foot. Well, give me your main sword back. Jerome, what does the Gold Chevalier's Foot do? Oh, never mind. It's an ability. Oh god, he's earned a bunch of them. Abyssed Wind, Ruler Bash, medium target, single target, 3 hits, can break. Clair and Feeble. Barrier. Deals low target lightning damage. Deals extra break damage. Wow. Sakapatate Slam. Okay. I don't see the golden thing that it was just talking about, though. He's got so many options, and in the beast wheel, I'm sure there are ways to set him up to be very, very good, but I just have not taken the time to do it. It's much easier just to use him as an exploding bomb. That second hit. I like it when they do that one. Gradient one is easy to get. Well, that was nice. What about you? Three hits, max damage. It's a dead boy. Actually, I need to go back here and look at one other thing. I don't want to. Oh. Little video hitch there because I once again left DaVinci open. That's what happens when you're always editing videos. I wanted to look at something for Mael. So what do we have? We have Momentum Strike, Last Chance, Payback. Oh, it's up here. Never mind. We don't get it till later. Okay. I'm so used to having it from my other game. She has an ability called Stendhal, a skill called Stendhal, which has pretty significant drawbacks to it, which is why in my very first playthrough I completely ignored it. But what I didn't realize is it is the skill that allows her to do massive one-hit, no-capped damage. So in my second playthrough I've been using it, and it's quite wonderful. They nerfed it, of course, because it was more powerful than they intended. They had a update that I saw on Twitter where the developer said, right before we launched the game, we made a tweak to its damage, and it ended up being too much. And I had to laugh. I had to chuckle at that, because anybody who's ever released production code knows that every single time you make a change right before you release to production and you think, oh, this is not that significant of a change, we'll just make this one last tweak, and it hasn't gone through testing and QA and other things, it's always ends up being a change that you regret. It's just like a Murphy's Law kind of thing about software development. So I chuckled at that. That was pretty fun.
Verso? You okay?
Yeah, fine. Let's keep moving. We're almost at the top.
Anyway, I just thought that was interesting. They nerfed it, but it's still really powerful, which is great. Like, they nerfed it the right amount, I guess you could say. So.
On me.
I go early on that one too often. Oh, and then I was dumb there.
Ready to parry.
You get to die. I'm on fire. Not from... Oh, and now I'm late. Alright, kill this thing. Empowering parry. Which one is that? Mael, what do you got here? Empowering parry. Each successful parry increases damage. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. What does that cost us though? It's 5. Okay. It's only 5, so... if we could come up with... effective heal, that's 30. Attack, life, steal. So it's only 5, empowering parry. Well, I think we... yeah. So let's go... what is this? Shielding death on death. No, we don't want to... we don't care about that one. Energizing gradient. Enfeebling attack. Base attack applies powerless. Weakness gain. +1 AP on hitting an enemy's weakness, which we don't do a lot of anymore. Greater powerful. +15 to powerful damage increase. Let's do this. Let's get that one learned. Oh, and I've been wrong about one particular thing. Well, I've probably been wrong about a lot of things in this game, but the one thing I kept thinking was you needed to find all of the lost gestrels in order to get the ability to break the resin roots, and it turns out that is not the case. All you need to do is find the first 4, and then you can get the ability. So we should have been busting resin roots up this whole time, but oh well. Because it's pretty easy to find the first 4 lost gestrels. That's what happens when you rely upon somebody else's information. Okay, what do we want to do here? We'll do that. Give us virtuous stance. Come at me, bro. Early, dummy.
On me.
That's better.
On guard.
Well, we should spend a couple here and shoot this bozo. You're dead. He's dead, Jim. Dang it. I'm completely brain farting these attacks.
Finesse and grace.
Well, let's just do this. This will be fun.
This
Give
will
us
hurt.
maximum AP there, so we might as well make use of it. The streets of this place are vast, slightly confusing. Anything wrapped around behind you guys? I don't want to miss nothing here. It's very gold. Gold and shiny. We want to go through there. That's where we want to go. So if there's anything left, it's going to be over here in a corner like that.
Nice.
And then there's these losers. Okay, mini boss dude. Let's go. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta love it. I got 9. Let's sword ballet you. Came close to killing it.
Ready to
We would
parry.
have killed it if we'd had the other sword. If we would have started in virtuose mode, we would have killed it. You turkey.
Okay.
Now you dead.
This will hurt.
Slashy slash. It does do some nice damage. I think they're hiding something back here. It's a journal entry and a purple.
What have we here?
Charlotte, 70. We finally installed the last set of grapple points, with only days to spare. And for the first time, I feel real hope. This is our gift. for all the expeditions to come. I am incredibly proud of our team. The interior of the monolith is perhaps the harshest landscape we've encountered. The final set of grapple points were excruciatingly complex to place and required painstaking focus and skill. But we were bold. We were ambitious, and we refused to stop. There's no other group of people I'd rather be with, and it is an honor to die by their side. It is fitting that we greet our end together within the monolith that has loomed over us for so long. Though this Nevron has won the battle, the expeditions shall win the war. Tomorrow is here.
I love these journals. Just a very cool idea. The last time a game captured me with journals was System Shock. And that was long, long, long ago. I really loved that game. I need a mod for the remake though. I haven't been able to get into the remake because of the aggressive respawning in it, which just I find annoying. But it was such a cool idea to wake up on a space station, realize you might be the only human alive, and then the only way to figure out what the hell actually happened was to check out everybody's journals they had left behind. What's over here in this section? There's got to be a reason for going up here. Oh, look, there's a Clair here. You guys hiding anything? Or you just hanging out? Okay. Yeah, you're a mini boss. Well, let's get ready to do. Let's just get you in virtuous mode then.
Let's
go.
dance.
Son of a gun. Oh, you're gonna be the protector. Lame. I'll kill you. You're gonna enrage them? Well, if you feel you must. Unfortunately, you have shields. Okay, what do we want to do here? Let's do Fury.
Finesse and precision.
It's close to dying, but not there. Oh, I hate this one. I can never figure out what the timing is on it. The first one I just can't get. I try to go off the sound and it's too early. Darn it. Son of a gun.
Blades sharp.
What do you got left? You got quite a bit left. Let's just do sword ballet on you then and get you out of the way.
This will
Yep.
hurt.
Nice. Now. Dang it. I hate that attack. So now I gotta kill this thing the hard way. Can't use any of my skills.
I'm ready.
Yeah, you're still silenced though. Darn it.
Ready to parry.
Oh, now you're gonna die.
Let's spill some ink.
I still can't use anything? Oh. Rats. Well, at least it died. The Dreamezzo. Breaking attack, base attack can break. That is a really nice, handy Pictos. How are we doing here? Greater powerful is still in the work. Okay. Yeah, breaking attack is nice. And a new weapon, the Dreamezzo, which is... what's it do? Gain 1 rank on a counterattack. Wow. You can gain a rank on a counterattack? Well, you'd still have to counterattack 4 times to get to S. And he can get there much faster with his own abilities, so... that sounds maybe cool, but it's... not as cool as it should be. Nothing else here. Let's go this way. There's you guys. What's over here? Nothing? They're running. They're so eager to meet their doom. Bring it on, boys.
On me.
Why am I early on that one every time? Here it comes. You're gonna attack again? Well then. Wait a minute, I got 9?
This will hurt.
Close, but no one in. These two are kind of a pain in the ass here. But that one's dead. Okay, let's do this then.
Take down the shields. Ready to parry. That's better.
Stripping shields with that that skill is pretty good. It's a little stronger than I always remember it to be. It does good damage in addition to stripping those shields and giving you a bunch of AP back. So there's a big hole down there. That's the way we're going. I just want to make sure there's nothing else up here, which there is. These are the spell thrower ones. Hate you guys. Oh, maybe they're not. They got gold swords. Okay.
This will hurt.
That was a good opener.
Let's dance. Finesse and precision.
Oh, did not break him. I'm doing terrible.
Finesse and grace.
That works. And there's nothing else over here that we need to grapple to, is there? Nope. We're ready to go into the next section. Coming down to the wire here. The Tower Peak. Well, what do we have to upgrade here? Oh, points for everybody. Everybody's making some levels while we're doing all of this damage. Monoko, my faithful bomb. She's got 8 points. Okay. What is this down here? Stormcaller. No. Very high single target lightning damage. No, we got other skills that matter. And 1 point for him and 13 for her that will save. We're doing good. Let's roll. It's a big playing field, isn't it? Let's make a manual save here. Lune, what about your wardrobe? You can be the one who changes. That way we don't have to run so far when we die. Although it looks like we're going to have to go halfway across. Yep, here's the cutscene right before you get to the change in the ground there. Rapidly reaching the point when the story is finally going to start to make some sense.
Is that you?
taking her down.
She's not the only one who grieves. The pain of losing you, she made me inherit it. Punishment, perhaps, for not being there when it mattered. I refuse to lose my son.
That son was a stranger.
But you're not. You're not.
You lost me years ago, and I lost you.
So you leave us no choice. Tell me, how are you different from her in doing this?
I'm tired.
So trust me. We are your family.
Family is complicated.
If saving you means losing you, then so be it.
We only need to incapacitate him.
We'll find a way to kill him.
Well, like Verso, he's immortal. But that will also make sense soon, too. Renoir.
Ready to parry.
So little for us.
Time to hit
Not
big.
fun. How do we want to do this? Do we want to switch into other stance, or we just want to go for? Want to go something like sword ballet right off the bat? Probably. Because that takes a chunk off of it.
Don't
Ready
break
to
her
parry.
heart.
Dang it. Miles burning. That's not good. And I only have 8 points. Okay. Well, what do we want to do? Hot Florette Fury is 3 hits. I'm thinking I want that. Okay, but it's not maximized because we're not in our proper stance.
We need each other.
Dang it.
Take me all you want, as long as you're allowed to do it. Do you remember what it was like before? Don't turn away from us.
Ready to go. Blades sharp.
He said an important line there, which was paint me however you want, as long as you're alive to do it. That's a clue that I missed the first time I played the game. Alright, you're in the right stance. Go nail him. Five max hits is pretty nice. Yeah, now we're gonna die.
Your sister deserves more.
Oh, hello. Godfrey. Elden Lord. Oh, yeah. it. He gets me every time with that.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. We'll send in the B team to try to get better parry timing so we can do this again.
CL, incoming.
It's locked on you.
I forgot he does the disappear thing. I hate it.
Watch out.
Damn! Oh, the timing on that is all weird. Gotta heal her.
You're outmatched.
Maybe. Let's try to get light holder. It costs 4. Dang. Okay.
Your existence ends now. Get ready.
God darn it. Hey, I jumped. What the hell?
Let's keep going.
Tune me in.
Alright, sister. Give him some of this.
Take your shot.
Gosh darn it.
Careful now.
Take your shot.
Gosh darn it.
Let us stay.
Let's carve a path. That's better.
High physical damage. We're too far away from breaking him. Very high lightning damage. 5 hits. Okay.
Time to strike.
It was definitely high lightning damage. We're in Twilight and we have 3 turns left. Okay. Well, if you could manage to stay alive, you could consume your foretell or you can keep stacking foretell. Let's do Searing Bond and add 5 more foretell.
Not today.
Gosh darn it. The timing on that is just about impossible.
Not today.
Gosh darn it. Don't let her die.
Let's carve a path.
Can you break him yet? I don't think so. I don't think he's close enough. That's 1 hit. It won't get it done. Let's do light holder at 4.
your existence ends now.
Zooming in.
Now we're at A. What are your gradient attacks? High single target dark damage to random enemy. 10 hits. Applies 1 foretell per hit. Very high dark damage. 3 hits. Applies powerless, defenseless, and slow, and can break. Let's do Doom.
Oh my love.
Full deck.
Okay. And then you back up to 15 foretell. You got 2 turns left on Twilight. You can add 5 more. So let's do Searing. Well, you got to have enough next turn to be able to do something. So what's their biggest one to pull off here? High dark damage. Phantom Blade is 5. And Dark Wave is 6. Alright, let's do Marking Card then.
Take cover.
When he disappears your team, it's the worst thing in the world. Alright, last turn for Twilight. You gotta have your biggest bomb here. Dark Wave is 3 hits and it says high dark damage. I assume that it's gonna do more damage overall than Phantom Blade, so.
Death is a friend.
Okay, that was helpful. What's it cost for her to pull off Elemental Genesis? 4? Get lucky. Oh no, we got 2 reds. And 2 blues and 2 reds. We can't get out of that. Let's do Mayhem then. Well, that was a miracle. The B team came through. And we get Second Chance, which is a really nice, really nice Pictos. For a guy who's immortal, he sure has a lot of blood. Oh.
Remember who your real family is. It's not her. It's your sister, your mother, me. We are your family. He would condemn us all to die for what? Who do you really save with your sacrifice?
Your sister and your mother?
You're too drunk on your own illusions to understand.
Then let us celebrate the second destruction of the Descendre family! At long last, we meet. This is all you have left of your son. Destroying it won't bring your wife back. It will only destroy the last tie you have to each other.
This is the point in my first playthrough when I got utterly confused by the story. It's like, what? What? The story of Clair Obscur reminds me a lot of Evangelion, which is one of my favorite Japanese animes of all time. But it's one that requires me to go to an external wiki to understand the story. Like, I can't get full understanding just from watching the series. And I couldn't get full understanding out of this story from just playing the game. I had to watch a 45-minute YouTube video.
Gustav.
Hey. How did you do that?
Not sure. The curator felt it.
Can you do it again?
I don't know. I think so. Yeah. Yeah, I think I can.
What did Renoir mean? The things he said to the curator?
I'm not sure.
He's still lying. He is sure. He knows.
She's through that.
Yeah. Behind this door is the future of Lumiere. What every expedition has worked towards. I have trust in us.
I'm not so sure you should trust Verso with that look in his eye. So, second chance. Great. Revive with 100% health. This is nice. Pictos. Mael's going to get it right away instead of greater powerful. We're going to give that to her. She's going to need it. It also gives her 1,000 health, which is really nice. And we will heal the full party. And then it unlocks a really nice outfit for Verso. Another quick save item. It's Renoir's outfit. So what I'm going to do is we're going to save the painters for next episode. I'm going to spend the last couple minutes of this episode explaining the story for those of you on my channel who've been dutifully following along and might be confused. Because I know there are a lot of you on my channel who are watching this who aren't going to play this game. So maybe the story isn't adding up for you right now. The curator is Renoir, and he is the real Renoir. All of these characters are inside a painting. In the real world, Renoir's family, the mother, Aline, the daughter, Alicia, Clea, the second daughter, the oldest daughter, and Verso, the son, she taught them all how to magically paint. That's why she's the paintress. They can all paint on these canvases, and when they do, they can create whole worlds with them, and they can visit these worlds in these paintings. And when they paint these paintings, it's kind of like the Harry Potter Horcrux. They leave a piece of their own soul with those paintings. So in the real world, what you don't know that's going on right now is there was a big war between the Painters Guild and the Writers Guild. Alicia found that her talents lied more with writing. Clea, the older sister, was a painter, and Verso, as we've already learned from his time at camp, preferred music instead. They were all artists, but they were all different. The Writers Guild went to war with the Desandre family and the Painters Guild, and that was how the accident occurred. There was a fire. Verso Verso sacrificed his life to save Alicia, but she was burned, her face was scarred, and she lost her voice. That sent the mother into deep grief. Verso, as a child, painted one painting, and it was fun and whimsical, and it had esquisse in it, and it had all the fun things that you see. This is his painting that they're in right now. So this is the part that kind of sits uneasily for me, is all these characters more or less are not real. I mean, they're real to each other and they're real in their old world. And I guess a neat thing about this story is it raises interesting questions kind of in the same way Blade Runner does as to what it means to be human. You know, like replicants are not real, they're manufactured, but they feel and think and love and all those other things. And so what defines us as human? In recent years, it's been brought up the concept that maybe we're actually living in a simulation. So it feels real to us, but is it reality? So these characters are not living in reality. They're living inside a painting, but there are real people in the painting. The curator is one of them. He's Renoir. The paintress is another. That's Aline. If they stay inside the painting too long, they lose themselves. They will eventually die. And that's why the curator and the paintress look like that, where their faces are kind of hollowed out and the rest of their bodies, parts of them are missing, because they've been in there so long that pieces of them are getting lost. The Renoir that's in here that we've been fighting is the painted version of Renoir, a version that I believe Alicia painted. Remember, they're in the painting, but they can paint. They're painters. So some characters were painted by Verso when he was young, and other characters are painted by the paintress, and other characters might be painted by Clair. Clair actually helped paint some characters in this painting. She helped paint the Neverons for reasons we'll get into later. So the Renoir that you're seeing now, that we just got done fighting, he is Aline, the mother. He is her version of him when she was angry with him. And that was what he was just saying in his dialogue when he was saying that he didn't use the word cursed, but he basically said she made me this way. And that's what he meant. She painted him this way, specifically. So he's fighting against them because he was painted to fight against them. Because he was painted to have that particular attitude. So that starts to explain some things. The version of Verso that's in this painting is the last version of Verso that exists anywhere, because this was the one and only painting he made as a child before he started to turn all of his attention to music. So this is the only painting that has a piece of his soul in it, and this is the only painting that has a painted version of him. I don't know who actually painted this version of Verso. It might have been Aline, but Verso knows all of this. He knows he's not real. He knows he's a painted version of himself. Just like Renoir, that we just got done fighting, knows he's a painted version of himself, which is why when he met the curator, the real version of himself, he's like, oh, we meet at last. He knows that he's painted. Which raises a really interesting question and situation of, how would you live your life if you knew, like for instance us, let's say we knew that we were living in a situation. Let's say all of a sudden one day we had incontrovertible proof that we were living in a situation, that our lives weren't quote unquote real, but they're still real to us. Would that change anything? I don't know. It's just a fascinating question. But there's still a lot more to this story, and a lot more about the paintress and the number on the monolith and what everybody's motivations are. And we're going to get to that after we defeat the paintress, but we will do that on the next episode. So folks, thanks for sticking with me this whole time through this series. I will see you on the next episode. We'll take down the paintress, and until then, happy gaming, everyone.